Welcome to day 18 of our craft along countdown to Christmas at awellpurposewoman.com. Today we're going to be making beaded ornaments with the names of God. Now, if it's your first time being here, I just wanted to invite you to hit that red subscribe button so you can get notified of future videos. But let's get started on making these pretty beaded ornaments. If you're going to use the names of God, you can print those off down below. So once you print those, then we're going to use 3 different sizes of beads. We're going to use 1-inch wooded slices, a hole punch, twine or yarn, scissors, Mod Podge, and a paintbrush, and a bobby pin or tapestry needle. So the first thing we're going to do after printing out and downloading our names of God are to cut those out. So we're just going to use a paper cutter or scissors and then just cut out all the different names that you plan to use on your ornament. Just take a scissors or a circle punch and then just cut out those names. Use your hole punch just to make a little hole at the top of your circle, and that will match the hole that we drilled in our wood slices. So once you have those cut out, then we're just going to take some Mod Podge and we're going to spread that onto our wood slice. We're going to put the name on top of it, and then we're going to Mod Podge the top of our name as well, and then we're just going to wait for these to dry. Now we're going to start to assemble our ornament. So we're going to start by taking a piece of yarn that is cut to about 24 inches, and we're going to fold that in half so that we have it folded. And then I'm going to start on the folded end, and I'm just going to tie a knot around a little loop. So this is going to be what we use to hang the ornament. So just double knot it or triple knot it so that when we start putting the beads on our yarn, they will stay in place. And again, this is going to be the hanger for our ornament. So I have my knot in place, and now I'm just going to take a bobby pin, and I'm just going to feed both of those open ends of my yarn into the bobby pin, and then I'm going to use that to go through my beads. And I'm going to start with my smallest bead. So this one is about 3/4 inch. And I'm just going to feed that through my bobby pin. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my 1-inch bead. And then I'm also going to take my 2-inch bead. Now this one has a kind of an opening on one of the ends, so I'm going to make sure that one's face down. And I'm just going to feed it through my 2-inch bead. And then at this point, I'm going to again tie a double knot. So this is going to hold our beads in place so they don't move around on our ornament. We want them to be set in their place. So I'm going to do a triple knot again, just to make sure none of those beads will move around or come off when I'm doing the tassel. So now we have the 2 ends hanging down from our beaded ornament, and these 2 pieces of yarn that are hanging down are actually going to be the center of our tassel. So to make our tassel, we're going to take our yarn or twine, if you're using twine, and we're going to take a piece of cardboard that is about 5.5 to 6 inches long, and we're just going to wrap our yarn or twine around it about 30 times. So I'm just going to quickly do that on mine here. And then once we get to 30, we're going to take our scissors, cut off the yarn, and then I'm just going to grab all of the pieces, and I'm just going to cut on the top of my cardboard. And then you can see I have all these strips of yarn. Now I'm going to place the beaded ornament right in the center of this pile of yarn. And when I tie it off, that's going to be the center of the tassel. So I'm just going to kind of lift my yarn up a little bit, put the 2 ends of the beaded ornament through the center of the tassel, and then tie it off. And then when I flip that upside down, you can see how the tassel hangs down now. So I'm just going to take a scissors and I'm going to trim off all my yarn so it's around the same length. And then I'm going to take another length of yarn, which is about 24 inches, and we're going to use this to wrap around our tassel. So I'm going to grab one of the ends of the yarn about 5 or 6 inches away from the top of that end, and then I'm just going to take the other end and I'm going to wrap it around my tassel, and I'm going to wrap about 10 times. And then I'm going to take both ends and I'm just going to tie it off into a knot, and I'm going to do a really tight knot so that holds the tassel in place and doesn't move around. Now I have those 2 longer ends, and this is going to be how I attach my name of God. So again, I'm going to use my bobby pin, and I'm just going to feed the yarn through it, and then I'm just going to poke it through the front of my nameplate and then tie it off on the back side of the nameplate. And then just make sure my name is facing out. And that's really all there is to making these really cute little boho inspired names of God ornaments. I love them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to stick around by hitting that red subscribe button. Otherwise, thank you for joining us today. I hope you come back tomorrow for day 19 of our countdown to Christmas. And otherwise, just thanks for being here and have a great day.